Greetings, welcome to Limitless Alchemy 808. I'm Patience. Such a beautiful sunny day, but I'm not able to put my phone where I normally do or it'll explode. But I feel that this orientation is a bit better because the topic of this video is a little more personal. It's a little more close, right? Because a lot of us are mediums. We can communicate with energies and aspects that are on the other side. All of us actually have this ability of mediumship because we're all channels of source. It's just a matter of awareness, discernment, recognition, giving yourself the permission slip to tap into that aspect of yourself. And throughout my entire timeline, I've always been in contact with spirits. We'll just call them spirits, energies on the other side. And recently I had actually channeled into Kurt Cobain, and when I was a child, my sister's dad, he listened to a lot of music from the Seattle scene, and so I was quite familiar with Nirvana from a young age. And then I'm definitely an admirer of Kurt Cobain. I feel that he had brought so much to this timeline, and a lot of it got misconstrued. But in the evening of Thanksgiving last year, I had went to my father's and spent time with my family, and then went home and was alone and decided to receive Reiki from Healing and Beyond. Thank you, Michael. On YouTube. And so during the Reiki session, I began channeling, and I astral projected to the place where Kurt Cobain was murdered. We have all the evidence, we have all the facts that prove he could not have shot himself after injecting so much heroin into his system, and the fact that the shotgun was too long for his reach. So we have the evidence, but okay, I don't have any physical evidence. I have a knowing and a feeling of who murdered him. But for the sake of not being sued, I'm not going to name any names, but being that you are a mirror of me, you know exactly who I'm talking about. So in this experience, the downloads that I have received about murder, and I'm just gonna say suicide. Self-exiting. YouTube is very sensitive about the S word, which I understand, as someone who has overcome ideations of taking myself out. I received the download that when we take ourselves out, it's just a revolving door. For many of us, it may be in the soul contract. To each their own, but I don't advocate for that sort of thing because again, it's a revolving door, and majority of the time we self-exit because we're not willing to learn the lessons that we agreed upon before incarnating. And you just come right back. When someone is murdered, a lot of time, and that also can be in the soul contract, again, to each their own, but not advocating for that. When someone is murdered, a lot of times they don't realize that the physical shell is gone. They're sort of confused. It's like a limbo, and they're always going to be at the place that they last were. So I went into the Reiki and started astral projecting, and I saw him. I saw Kurt Cobain where the greenhouse used to be, and he was just looking very confused. He had his back to me the whole time, but he was just looking around, and I could feel that he was looking for Francis. So I told him, I called out to him, I was like, Kurt, if you want to find Francis, all you have to do is turn around and walk into the light. Just come home and you'll find Francis there. And I could tell that he heard me, that he was considering what I said. And I came back into my physical body and was back in the Reiki session, and just felt so relieved for him. I felt a lot of peace for Kurt. And today is actually the day that his physical shell passed away. So I was in the shower and got a download that Kurt Cobain's coming back in 3 days, and I was like, okay, awesome. So I know that many of us have a deep connection with Kurt Cobain and share his energy, and many of us have communicated with him. And I've been seeing a lot of interviews and videos and shorts of Kurt recently, and so that just fortified the download. That it kind of was like a premonition of the download that I received today, was seeing him around in the projection. So I said, okay, this is so awesome, because his energy adds to the highest good of all. It amplifies the highest good of all. And with his energy being integrated back into the experience, that's just going to add to the exponential growth of the density, elevating, and the fabric of reality shifting, changing, being rewoven. So I'm just so grateful for all of you being here and sharing in this experience with me, sharing in all the similarities that we have. And even though, music is a huge part of our experience, because the frequencies that music is played at affects our energy and our own frequencies. And I just find a lot of consensus among the influences that all of us have with music. And I mean, some musicians that I love listening to now are Tame Impala. Kevin Parker has a lot of great songs about manifestation and navigating the experience. And it's so cool that if he hadn't smoked weed at 12 and gotten caught, he may not be where he is now. But yeah, it's just a lot of like, pay attention to the frequencies of the music that you're listening to, because that adds to the information that you're feeding your oversoul. And then that influences the projection, that influences the internal reality. 432 hertz is a great frequency to listen to a lot of music. It's very healing, and it's heads up to 9. But so yeah, that's just something that I'm so glad we're sharing in, that we have this connection to all of these energies, all of these spirits, all of these souls, because they are aspects of us. They are us, and we are them. So I'll see you in the next one. It's getting kind of hot out here, and I'm gonna head out. But stay soft, stay sweet, and stay pure. Love you.